Hi everyone, I'm your host Alex. Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into an eerie and chilling story that took place in 2015. It's about a newly married couple and the strange, haunting experiences they encountered in a house they rented. This story is bound to send shivers down your spine. If you've had similar experiences, share them with us through the link in the description below. Before we get started, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our thrilling episodes. Let's get started. The story begins. This incident was shared by one of our subscribers, Rachel. Rachel is originally from a small town, and her husband, Chris, worked as a cab driver in a bustling city. They got married in 2015 and initially stayed with one of Chris's friends while searching for their own place. After about 2 weeks, they decided to rent a house on the outskirts of the city, hoping for some peace and quiet. They found a house that seemed perfect. The landlord mentioned that the previous tenants had left in a hurry, but didn't provide much detail. Despite this, Rachel and Chris decided to move in with Chris's mother. Little did they know, their new home held a dark secret. The first signs of trouble. On their first morning, as they were boiling milk for a housewarming ritual, a strange noise came from the kitchen. When they rushed to check, they found the pot had moved on its own. Rachel and her mother-in-law were startled, but they brushed it off as a minor mishap. Over the next few nights, Rachel found it impossible to sleep. She felt an eerie presence in the bedroom and often heard faint whispers. She mentioned it to Chris, but he dismissed it, thinking it was just her imagination. The haunting intensifies. One night, Chris set an alarm for 3 a.m. as he had an early morning cab booking. Rachel fell asleep in the living room. At around 2:30 a.m., she woke up to find Chris standing near the bed, staring blankly at the wall. She called out to him, but he didn't respond. When she turned to look at the bed, she saw that Chris was still sleeping. Rachel froze in fear. She couldn't explain what she had just seen. The following morning, Rachel told Chris and her mother-in-law about the incident, but they laughed it off. However, things took a turn for the worse. Chris began experiencing nightmares, and Rachel's mother-in-law started hearing footsteps in the hall at odd hours. One evening, Chris was taking a nap in the bedroom while Rachel and her mother-in-law were out. Suddenly, he woke up shouting, "Get off me!" When Rachel and her mother-in-law rushed in, they found Chris trembling. He said he felt as though someone was pressing down on his chest. This incident left everyone shaken. Rachel's mother-in-law, who was from a deeply spiritual background, decided to perform a small cleansing ritual. She used holy water and incense to bless the house. While it provided some temporary relief, Rachel continued to sense something sinister. A week later, Rachel visited a local shop where the owner hesitantly told her about the house's history. The previous tenant, a woman who had been in an abusive relationship, had tragically taken her own life in the house. The shopkeeper warned Rachel that no one had been able to live there peacefully since. Determined to protect her family, Rachel convinced Chris and her mother-in-law to leave the house immediately. They found a new place within a week and moved out. After leaving, their lives returned to normal, but they would never forget the terrifying experiences they had in that house. This story reminds us to always investigate the history of a place before moving in. Sometimes the past leaves behind more than just memories, it can leave an imprint that lingers. If you've had a similar experience or know someone who has, share it with us in the comments or through the link in the description. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more thrilling tales. Until next time, stay safe and stay curious. This is Alex, signing off.